Thank you very much, AMI. They are our goals partners. Tuwapige makofi tafadhali one more time, AMI. Thank you very much. I also want us to celebrate specially Boya. Tuwapigeni makofi tafadhali. Boya are in the building. Thank you very much. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this next one, I want us to stand on up as we celebrate the amazing work they have done. This is the second edition of the Employee of the Year Award, and they are our platinum partners tonight.
Tonight they went bigger, they keep going better, and their desire is to celebrate every employee in this nation, especially you who are taking it to the next level. Ladies and gentlemen, our platinum sponsor and host.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for WorkPay! And with that, I'd like to recognize the presence of our CEO, Mr. Paul Kimani. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us tonight yet again. And our COO and CFO, thank you so much, Mr. Jackson Kibigo. And obviously, they do not work by themselves. Let's put our hands together for the WorkPay team that are in the building as well for the amazing work that they have done so far. And you know what? I am ready for the action tonight. Now, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to welcome. She will act as our Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together as we welcome the communications manager from WorkPay. Let's put our hands together for Jess Wanjohi as she formally welcomes each and every one of us. To begin, Jess, makofi tafadhali.
Good evening. Good evening. Guys, you've eaten. Good evening. Thank you very much for making it here tonight. Thank you for taking time to understand our vision as WorkPay and why employees matter to us. Thank you to our partners. Thank you for supporting this cause. We would not have done this without you. I would like to formally welcome all of you to this event. I also want to tell you something small about ETIA. The Employee of the Year Award was born last year as part of what WorkPay felt was missing within different organizations as a way to reward and award employees who are doing exceptionally well within their different capacities. Our first edition of the Employee of the Year Award was a great success, supported by different partners, but most importantly, we were able to recognize employees who had done well. We learned quite a lot from that experience. And tonight we are proud to present 25 nominees that have done so well. And I know because the judges are in the house, can be able to tell you how hard it was to come up with the top 25. It was a tough race, but we were able to pick 25 who represent what the heart of every business would be looking for. A dedicated employee who goes far and beyond what is required of them. So this second edition of the Employee of the Year Award is aimed at doing the same thing, of course, in a bigger and a better way than we did last year. We are still looking to introduce and to celebrate, award, and recognize. And I want to appreciate our partners because what the Employee of the Year Award, top award is this year is not what it was last year. It has been made better by our partners because our partners not only support this, but see the need to help organizations bring this cause to life. Thank you for every employee in the house. Thank you for what you're doing for your employees. We acknowledge that it was not easy to choose one particular person. We are cognizant of the internal processes that you use to award people internally, but we want to give them a national platform that allows them to compete with employees of different organizations. And tonight, that's what we are going to see. We are going to see employees who did their best within their organizations, but their best was not the best in a local standard. Internationally, and I hope this is where we are going as an organization, that beyond Kenya, that we are able to say that we can say the African Employee of the Year. Before we get there, what we have done is take each employee from every organization and give them a platform to compete. The beauty of this is that the competition is standard, it is objective, it is not subjective. And what we've come up with and what we have, what we present as ETIA, is something that has been vetted by our quality assurance partner this year, whom we are proud to celebrate tonight. That the process was indeed fair, that whoever stands here as the winner tonight is not a decision that has been made by an individual. That is a decision that has been made by many people. So that is exactly what the Employee of the Year award is. And our hope is that this is only a better beginning than what we had last year. And as we move on, we invite more and more employers, more and more partners to come on board to support this cause. Because much beyond being a sponsor, beyond being an employee, we are all employers in our different capacities. We run businesses where we delegate different things to different people. And we want to always acknowledge that when effort has been put, that it is well rewarded. So thank you very much for coming. Thank you for the opportunity. I am so glad that I had a chance to interact with most of you during this process. So a very huge thank you to all of you for the support that you've given us. Karibuni sana.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for Jess for us putting it very, very candidly for us. Asante sana, Jess. Now, if you are an employee and you are proud, I want to hear you say, yeah. Now, I can't hear you, ladies and gentlemen. If you're an employee and you are proud, I want to hear you say, yeah. Now, that ends for you for being a spectacular employee. Now, ladies and gentlemen, tonight, we will be celebrating 25 individuals in this room. I know they're nervous. I know some of them are quite anxious about whatever's going to happen tonight. Judges, thank you so much for the amazing work you have done. Let's put our hands together for the judges for the amazing work they have done. We'll be listening to them in a short while. But ladies and gentlemen, at this particular juncture, I'd like to present to you the top 25 nominees for the Employee of the Year Award. So you can look at the screen for this one. So when you see somebody from your office, please celebrate them, tafadhali. Let's go. So before I get to the next part of the program, I'll just ask Mom to stand here kidogo. So tell us your name na matarajio yako ni gani siku ya leo tafadhali.
Kwa majina ni Susan Church. Ninafurahia kuwa mahali hapa siku ya leo.
Susan, umetoka mahali gani, sehemu gani ya Kenya?
West Pokot County.
Na unafanya nini katika organization ambayo unafanya kazi?
Mwalimu ya ECD.
So ladies and gentlemen, she is an ECD teacher. That just shows the impact, asante sana, of what we are doing. So let me move to this other table for nominees. Okay, huyu ameshika simu ni haina shida. So what's your name, sir? Okay. So you just introduce yourself, tell us where you work and what is your expectation for tonight.
My name is Edward Kipkalia from the Emerging Leaders Foundation Africa. I am the program officer in charge of governance and civic engagement and also doubles up as the ICT operations officer. I am happy to be here to be celebrated, and that's my expectation for tonight. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. One more time for him. I'll just go to this lady, nominee. So she is a nominee, so please I'll ask you to just join me on this side. So tell us, what makes an employee of the year? What do you think makes the employee of the year? Not you, as in, what are they looking for in employee of the year? So introduce yourself, tell us where you work, and what do you think makes up an employee of the year?
My name is Hannah Mwaro. I work at Zanifu Limited as the HR champion. And I believe what makes an employee of the year is one who stands out in their work.
Fair enough. Thank you very much. Let's put our hands together for all our nominees.
Congratulations.
We wish you guys all the best. Now, Kerry, I want us to go to something that's very sensitive right now.
Yes,
And ladies and gentlemen, we are streaming live on our Facebook, so go to the WorkPay Facebook page. Please share that link to as many people as possible so that we can enjoy the night together. Now, I work for a media company, and somebody has seen right now there's a lot of drama that is happening around the media space, etc. But it's not just about the media, it's generally across all sectors in terms of employment. Now, then there's somebody my age, which I consider, I think I should say I'm almost more or less a millennial, yeah? Because we think about working for nothing more than 2 years. I mean, if I'm at WorkPay, my guy, within 2 years I know how to run the system, yeah? Within 2 years I'm already looking at ujamani lipi poa. Story
It's more like the tone of his email.
Yeah.
That's what we're thinking.
And then now we've redesigned it, and this is me reporting myself now. When we're just about to leave a job, we say this place is toxic. Yeah, it's quite toxic. Yeah, I don't like the space and everything. Now, my question today is, I want us to talk about this emerging employee, this new phase of employment. We are massive believers of the gig economy. I want to work for you for 2 hours, then Mzee will pay me 2 hours, then Madam will pay me 2 hours. At the end of the day, I'm sort of employed. I think I'm employed. Now, ladies and gentlemen, our theme for this is Great Resignation and Attracting and Retaining Talent. Because I think that is one of the biggest problems that we have. Now, ladies and gentlemen, to help us moderate this particular session, I'd like us to put our hands together as we welcome Dr. Shiko Gitao. She's the CEO, Kala. Let's put our hands together for Dr. Shiko.
Karibu sana, Dr. Shiko.
Dr. Shiko will try as much as possible to unpack it all for us as we get ready for what should be a very brief yet very concise panel discussion. So
I'm looking forward to hearing much, much more about this, navigating the resignation, attracting and retaining talent. To join her up on stage, we have Emmanuel Mutuma, who is the CEO, Bridge Talent Group. Let's give him a hand of applause.
Let's put our hands together for
as he's coming
Emmanuel.
up. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for the CEO, AMI. Let's put our hands together for Rebecca Harrison, tafadhali.
Absolutely. And also to join on stage is Philip Omwenga, who is the HR manager, Royal Media
Philip,
Services.
we have a lot of questions for you tonight. So Philip, thank you so much for joining us for this one. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, the global manager, People's Operations at Zept. Let's put our hands together for Margaret Nyawera. Most of you know them as Sendwave and Wild Remain. So ladies and gentlemen, this is our panelists. And I'll ask Dr. Shiko to take it away. Dr. Shiko, over to you.
Can you hear me? Okay, it's on now. Thank you so much. By the way, MC, I took it personally. You called me Madam.
Madam is not bad, yeah?
Dr. Shiko Gita, no, you worked for it, girl. You have worked for it. She wants you to say it with your voice.
Let's put our hands together for Dr. Shiko Gitao.
It's not about doctor. It's about making me feel old. We've just talked about Gen Zs. So thank you so much. Today it's a conversation. I don't want it to be like, oh, Margaret, what do you think about this? Rachel, what do you think about this? This is going to be a conversation. And today, I'm at Woli, yeah? I'm going to be advocating for the worker rights, yes? And I'm going to be asking these people who hold very important positions in employment on questions as an employee and what is important to me as an employee, yes? And we've had this discussion. So when the MC was talking about some of the things, we're thinking, oh, he's taking away our questions. Now I have to think about something new. Good thing they didn't go further than that. So my first question, and this will go to the HR person from Royal Media. Philip, we've been working from home for the last 3 years. And now everybody's being told to go back to the office. Why are we going back to the office? I think they need to put it on. No, it's them. Even HR were dreaming by a mic. Okay, the mic's your HR.
Good evening. It's a great question. I don't know where to begin. For the employer, it means quite a lot in terms of productivity. We've had 2 years of guys working away from work, and it's been great, but looking at it from the employer perspective, they would rather have you be able to monitor it or monitor the work closer to them. But that does not mean every job needs to come back. Some jobs will still remain at home. If you're working on digital, you can actually monitor that work away from the office. But a lot of the work, especially in industries where it's hands-on, you need to have people come back to the office.
Do you know we watch YouTube from 3:30 to 5?
You give me 7 to 3:30.
No, then there's tea at 10 and lunch. Why were we coming back to work? Rachel. Yeah.
Thanks so much,
Miss Rebecca.
Dr. Gitao, Chico. So, yeah, I mean, I guess I can speak from a skills perspective, particularly. So, my company's AMI, we do training. And I think one thing that's really clear, whether employees are in the office or at home, is that growth and learning has become the biggest driver for employees, particularly millennials and Gen Z, whether you're American English kind of pronunciation. But yeah, we've seen that really clear, that growth and opportunities to learn have become the biggest driver of company culture, and of retention strategies as well for companies. So as I say, whether it's in the office, whether it's home, it's really critical that companies are thinking about how can they develop their teams, how can they give them opportunities to learn, whether that's through formal, structured learning opportunities or through their colleagues, through their peers, through kind of stretched development assignments on the job. But yeah, employees are hungry to learn, and the employee of the future is even more hungry to learn.
Awesome. Emmanuel, so when between 2020, 21, 2022, you don't have to lift up your hand. Most of us worked in our pajamas, right? Yeah, or deras, yeah? So we woke up at 8 and shorts, and we woke up at 8 o'clock and went back and worked throughout lunch. We took our food on our desks or bed and went on working until 6 o'clock, meeting after meeting. And Philip there is saying that we are not productive sitting at home. What are the things from pre-2019 that you can borrow while still retaining the flexibility of me working in my pajamas?
I think it's very interesting in many ways, because I think for me, first we're humans and we adapt to realities based on the challenges we faced in the world. So I think it's not a one-size-fits-all for me, because I believe there's an industry that you work in that defines how you should work. Secondly, I think what we saw mostly is an acceleration of digitization. And with that, people are more accommodative of new ways to work. So that's why it takes me to think about this in two ways. One, the form of work that you conduct, where it requires you to be. Because if there's no pandemic and you work in a factory, then you need to go to work, man. But also, if you're a communications manager like Jess, and you can work effectively while you're still at home, then you can actually achieve that role. And I like what Philip said, because it's all about productivity. So for me, I think the evolution comes from where we were before, which is you're required to go to the office, to people, especially young people and millennials, talking about flexi working hours as a benefit. That was the conversation we were having pre-COVID. To when we were forced to work from home, guys, don't leave your house, you're contained. To now, I think where we're going, which is more of a hybrid model that has to be accommodated based on the industry and the requirements that meet productivity as an organization. So for me, I think there are many aspects out of this, and the final piece is we have formal jobs and we have informal jobs. And I believe from the statistics that I've seen, 15 to 20% are, yes, indeed formal and greatly affect the type of conversation we have in here. But also there's that majority that really need to wake up, take the matter to go where and be productive in the place of work. So I think there are various aspects to look at it, but the most important thing is that we're prepared, we accelerated, we're more prepared to accommodate the digital world.
Maggie, you work. Stop work. Hello? Okay. Maggie, you work in a global team, yeah? How does this pan for you? You worked pre-COVID. So if you walk us through how you worked pre-COVID, how you work right now. Are there lessons that we can learn from that? And what, as we are going into the future, into this hybrid thing that we are still defining, what can we take from the past and take into the future with us?
I think this is a very interesting conversation that we've been having, mainly because our organization now is set to, for example, work remotely. Like, we are banishing all the offices. How do we maintain the same? Because that effect of seeing people in the office, having that interaction, really meant a lot to many people. For instance, as many of you would agree, it's interesting that now many organizations, and I think one of us, are always talking about mental healthness in the workspace. We have so many people now advocating for DI, diversity inclusion. And these are not things that we mainly sort of focused on before COVID, but now they are very apparent in the organization that we need more. For instance, in an organization that works remotely, we need more of this emphasized. How do you bring that in a very remote global organization? So we may not get the same effect, but how do you gather people? Sort of make sure that people have that social interaction despite always being behind a screen. So as you will have asked, this is a very, murky waters, to be honest, because you might want to have that balance, but at the end of the day, whether you choose your organization works in the office, you lose the flexibility that you have been giving employees. And if you choose to go globally, you are denying employees that social interaction. So this is something that many of employers should start looking at and balancing. What does my workforce or what does our values stand for? Moving forward, what do you want to see? Is that flexibility more important than the social aspect, or is the social aspect for your organization more influential and impactful to your productivity?
Thank you. Emmanuel, you're in the business of placing people and getting talent, right? And the MC did tell us what we've been saying. Even getting an 18-month stay for a Gen Z is painful. time span for 18 months, yeah, is like you've won the jackpot to get them sitting with you for 18 months. So we've been talking about the great resignation and the silent resignation. My question to you is, what might be causing this? Is it tied to what we've just spoken about, remote work? Does the human connection, does my loyalty to my friends make me stay at work, at a certain workplace longer? Yeah, maybe I came to work and found a chick or a boy. I'm saying I'm going to hang around for another 3 years. Maybe I might get married to this one. Why? What is happening?
Sorry. The microphone. So I think there are many ways to look at this because young people, and when we talk about millennials, Gen Z, I think that represents 60% of the global workforce to begin with. So it's a reality. They're here to stay. That's the current generation. And how you look at it, in many ways, people come with different expectations, especially young people, where they are born in the world of instant gratification, you know. On-demand TV, I want to watch this now, I watch it. During our times, not so old though, but you know, we used to wait for an episode of a show on a certain day, and that's it, you have to wait for another week. So you can imagine, you know, they are bringing that, all that brings. And even as they implement their work, longevity, permanent and pensionable work schemes don't work for them. I think they are pretty ambitious enough to explore what's out there. And the way I look at it, as much as I'm talking about Gen Z and the millennials, in many ways to look at it, organizations have a big role to play in terms of promoting retention within the workplace. And part of it is how they create a purpose of what they are trying to achieve and how they sell that to young people. And those are some of the aspects that attract, or rather gives a reason why someone should stick longer in a certain environment. And there are various aspects out of this. Because learning what you know, you're really focusing on as AMI and group is a big aspect of it. Do I have career progression within this organization? Because the reality is, if I'm doing the same thing over and over again, I get bored. People are used to moving in a faster world. And many other aspects like work-life balance. Kenya, we're known as a side hustle. We always have a side hustle. I want to spend time, I want to travel, I want to experience this and that, I want to hike. So does my workplace provide me such an environment to explore my interests while I give my best as a developer, as a marketer, and all those things? So, you know, there are really various aspects, but yeah, that's the reality, and I think that's really there to stay, and organizations really need to define and sell their visions, not the old school vision, but if you really want to impact a certain segment, you intentionally are doing that, and you're giving these young people a bone to bite on, or innovate if it's not, you know, challenging enough. Yeah.
Rebecca, I saw you just nodding.
Yeah. First of all, I just wanted to validate your point about the potential of the workplace for romance. I met my husband at work, and it was much more efficient than Tinder, I can tell you. So no, but seriously, you asked about, you know, why the Great Resignation, and there are so many reasons. But you know, it's a phrase we hear often is that people don't leave jobs; they leave bad managers. And I think this is one of a really key point when we talk about the Great Resignation that we often miss, is that our managers have been hit by this tidal wave of what's happened over the last few years. So I'm sure there's lots of people here in management, and suddenly we went from, you know, kind of a pretty stable environment where you know that you come in and you make sure everyone, you know, stays from 9 till 5 and does their work and hits their KPIs, and suddenly you're dealing with a distributed team, mental health issues, kind of health challenges, and like, how do you get stuff done through people when you're not seeing them every day? And so I think my kind of personal hunch is that this kind of management gap has really been driving a lot of the kind of disaffection and unhappiness at work. LinkedIn did a report recently on employee well-being showing that happiness at work decreased 6% and well-being by 5% just over the last year. And my hunch is that it's that relational piece. It's partly, companies really need to invest in their managers, invest in their leaders, and help us take care of our people, right? It's not a given. Managers are normally promoted because they're good at something, not because they're actually good at managers. They're promoted because they're good at sales or accounting or supply chain or whatever it is, and then suddenly they're managers and they've no idea how to do it, let alone now they have to do it in this kind of VUCA world of instability. So really companies need to invest in empowering their managers to empower their people. I think that's the first thing. The second is, again, just this point about growth. I think there's a lot of people, have you heard this word languishing? And I don't know if anyone experienced it. I found this during 2021 particularly. Particularly if you're slightly on the extrovert side of things. We all just got a bit too used to sitting in our pajamas. And doesn't it feel good to come out and put a cocktail dress on? We're humans and we want to be out there interacting with people. And when particularly younger people living alone, languishing behind a computer, yes, yes, we want that flexibility. Yes, we don't want to come into the office old style 9 till 5, but we do need that kind of that interaction with people we can learn from. And that's much easier, if you see people day to day. And of course, there are ways that we can do that digitally as well. But I think fostering those human connections is going to be really important, whether you're in the office 1 day a week or 5 days a week. It's being intentional about those kind of connections.
Actually, want to come to, Phyllis. Okay, I was going to, no. It's good? Okay. No, it's not. Okay, Philip, we are discussing about the Great Resignation. And in this media space, it's especially so because everybody, is it 3 weeks ago they said everybody with a mobile phone can be a journalist? At least that's how we interpreted it, right? And it means if I can set up a YouTube channel and have my mobile phone, I can actually start my own small media station. The effects of this, it means that even in your own space, there's a challenge. How are you stopping people or not stopping people? How are you encouraging people to do their own side hustle, pursue their passion in being a foodie, but as well as providing you with their great voice? I'm not sure what you look for in media, but whatever other stuff you look for, but they're using the same talent that they have to explore the other things. Are you open to side hustling as an official policy to maximize on space and talent?
Wow. Media is a very open, wide space in terms of talent and how you manage it. As she had mentioned, a lot of it is not entirely in media, it's not about productivity per se. It's rather more about the talent, what you are able to do. So within that space, you'll find that a lot of employees have the freedom to actually do what you're saying, setting up a YouTube channel, and as long as it's the conflicting bit of it with the employer is not there. And in most cases, you'll find that the media house sort of provides them with a platform so that they're able to do the things that they love doing with probably the people they love doing it with. So it becomes easier to manage. And just to speak into the earlier question about what to carry forward, we'll see that within the media space particularly, a lot of what we spoke about in 2019 in terms of digital was not coming very fast and all that. 2020 changed it, and during 2020, a lot of the people in media, talent particularly, realized that they had closed themselves within a small space. And now you have more and more fintech coming into the media space, and that has allowed legacy media to also broaden their wings, giving somebody who was basically TV or radio, the platform, to actually now go across board. They're able to do digital, they're able to do radio, they're able to do TV. And those are some of the things that, as an industry, we are carrying forward from the corona period into the future. Second to that is, as she had mentioned, I believe that if we have the right skill set for the managers, then the Great Resignation won't really affect an organization. A lot of it, as I think we were discussing earlier, a lot of it is at the more senior level where you'll find the Great Resignation. At the entry level, most of the industries have people who stay quite a bit longer, and they're looking for stability. Once you found stability, you're looking now to get married and all those things. That's when you start thinking of, is this the right, as the MC said, you start thinking, is this a toxic workplace? Is it, you know? And that's probably why you find after 5 to 6 years now, after 3 to 5 years, you find a lot of employees now start moving into different organizations.
Philip, I want to be in media because in our field, it's the other way around, and this is what Maggie is going to talk about. That 21 to 27-year-old, they will stay for 6 months and start calling you toxic. Why? I'm telling you, they've given us character development. Gen Zs, yani, we need medicine for that therapy session for all millennial managers. And this is my next discussion point. And my last one, because I want us to emphasize on this, because this is our reality for the next 10 years. So for those Gen Zs who don't know what other generations exist, the one behind you is called Alpha. They are going to give you character development. There's always a repayment period for everybody. The one before you is a millennial, yeah? That is us guys, yeah? And then there's an X, the confused generation there, the ones who are born between 79 and 76. We're not sure what they are called. I'm sorry, Mag. I'm sorry. And then there's the boomers, yeah? The ones that you guys hate at work, yeah? And they're going to be with us for the next 10 to 15 years. So you better be comfortable with a multi-generation workforce. Maggie, speak to us about this.
I'm going to speak from an organization that has more Gen Zs than even any other. And as you're saying, there are two ways. There's Gen Zs, millennials, and baby boomers who are now reporting to Gen Zs. It's got to that point. And there is the reverse. It's a Gen Z reporting to a baby boomer. And I think it's very hard to balance because there is a way that the baby boomers are used to working. Like, I'll tell you what to do, then make sure you do it the way I want it done. While millennials and Gen Zs, they won't give me autonomy. Just let me know what should be done. I'll get to it when I get to it. So finding that balance, I think organizations really have to start understanding that there are different generations in the organization. How do I find a balance? Find the strengths, mainly with the baby boomers, is they have knowledge, they have history about the organization, and even the industry, not necessarily the organization. How do you capitalize on that knowledge? How does that get transferred to everyone else in the organization? And there is reverse. Right now, we are trying to hire, you've seen this a lot, that skills can be taught, but attitude cannot. So with Jay-Z's, make sure you're focusing on that attitude. There are many people who are ready to learn within that Jay-Z's, and there are many who are there like, there's Google in Nairobi now. You won't tell me nothing. I'll be moving as soon as it's established, right? But there are people who are keen on how do I grow in an organization. So even in terms of hiring, and the talent acquisition person can mention, you have to start hiring differently. You cannot hire the same way. You cannot use the same strategy across all these generations. For knowledge, make sure that way your competency looks like. And for the Gen Zs and the millennials, then focus on that attitude. and sell the culture of the organization. What is that mission? The moment a Gen Z joins the organization because of the mission, this is what we are impacting in the world. This is actually what we are achieving. This is the why. I love this Simon Sinek's book of Start With Why. The moment that person starts with knowing the impact they are bringing in the organization, they won't be living in 6 months because they actually believe in the product. They believe in what they're doing. So they are not here just for the money. It's beyond that. So, yeah.
Emmanuel, this is to you. So you're attracting all types of talent, and you have to attract the boomers and Gen Zs at the same time. How are you organizing, like in terms of like organization management, to make sure that they can and are able to work together?
So I think from a talent point of view, the underlying principle is that no matter the age, everyone has their role to play. And it's the duty and the role of the organization to create structures where young people can tap into better experienced people. No matter how good you are, you will always learn. We've all learned because we looked up to someone who guided us or challenged us to do things in a different way. So it's an ingredient that has to be there within the organization. And we've seen that in different industries. Where in manufacturing, older, baby boomer, experienced, senior level executive people are guiding the younger talent who are fast and innovative. But I think the ingredients is empowerment. So how do you empower and not take the power away? Because if you look down on someone because of their age, then you face resistance. That's where it starts. Secondly, it's mentorship and how you lead, how you develop, and you do this with a lot of emotional intelligence and empathy. How do you meet somewhere? Listening skills. Those basics skills on how you can mentor genuinely to improve the position of an individual, especially a young person in the organization. Furthermore, I think organizations have a big role to play in terms of rewards and recognition. And when I mean reward, it doesn't mean paycheck going up every day. Young people are more of, let's stand up, let's not have a 6 months appraisal period. You did a good job today, thumbs up, cheers, man. Tomorrow, yeah, thank you. Yeah, so just, recognition that has been done. It has been done effectively. It sets an example, and someone wants to adopt and do the same or even do better.
So what Emmanuel is saying is that we need like buttons for work, right? Sindo, thumbs up everywhere. HR managers, you're here. I have a question for Rebecca before I allow Philip to respond. So the Cocomelon generation is coming to work in the next 5 years. No. No, for real. Like, they were born in 2010, but in another 5 years they're at work. The boomers will be at work. What are the skills? What do workplaces need to put in place to ensure that these 5 generations can work together in a seamless manner, in a hybrid manner? I mean, it's so confused, by the way. It's 5 generations in a hybrid, remote, global positioning. That is the reality for us.
Yeah, great question. First of all, I just wanted to build on what Maggie said about celebrating the strengths of Gen Z and millennials. Let's not put Gen Z down. For me, one of the big silver linings of COVID is the fact that digital suddenly was this great equalizer, and it really it amplified the voices of Gen Z and millennials. And particularly when it came to learning and skills development, because suddenly, I don't know if you remember back in the day, training, skills development, training, it used to be that you would get told by HR that you had to go to a training. and your heart would sink, right? And HR had no idea probably what this training was about, but they knew they had to like tick a box with KPI. Sorry to my HR friends. I know that you are forward-thinking, innovative professionals. I'm saying back in the day. You know, and you could get sent to training, and you'd walk into the room, and there's a trainer there, let's call him George, and George has got a really carefully prepared PowerPoint deck of 45 slides with really small type, and George reads his PowerPoint deck to you for the day, and that was what training was. And what was so exciting about COVID was that was all swept away. That's gone. That's disrupted. And now we're listening to the voice of Gen Z and millennials and the future. What did you call them? Cocomelons? Whatever they are.
Cocomelon.
But yeah, who don't want that. They want learning that they can use now on the job, micro-learning, video content. They don't want to sit through a whole day of George talking at them. They want a quick video that gives them what they need right now. And then they go and they use it. It's so much more effective. It's a more exciting way of learning. And that's at AMI, that's what we've been pioneering, is that kind of next-gen approach to learning. So I'm all in favor of, I keep forgetting the name, this next generation. I can't wait to see what they're going to bring to skills development. We don't even know what skills we need for the jobs that are going to exist in 20 years' time. So we're going to have to be learning all the time. And that's what this new generation will force us to do.
Awesome. Philip, we talked about HR a lot. It's your time to redeem the HR fraternity altogether. We are looking up to you.
I'll start with a question about the Cocomelon generation. I think we can't get prepared for them. That's the truth. We can't get prepared for them. Their thinking will be quite different from what we have currently, even from the Gen Zs. My thoughts would be they would be a great addition to the creative industry. Particularly, they'll be what Gen Zs have been to the creative industry. They revolutionized how the creative industry works, and the content that comes out of it has also changed dramatically over the last 10 or so years. Onto HR, I think we'll always look bad, no matter whether we are friends to or foes to. We'll always be the bad guy in the room. But most HRs will agree with me here that when all is said and done, they will look out for the interest of the employee. And that's why over the last 20 or so years, we've moved from personnel all the way now to people. It's no longer HR, it's more people. And therein, we've developed to come to understand both the baby boomers, the millennials, and the Gen Z. And it's a hard balance, but with the right structure, with the right purpose, within the organization, then the three generations are easily brought together in terms of thinking, in terms of working. And there are industries as well that will require the baby boomers for the long term. Because a lot of what they do, and probably things like manufacturing and engineering, a lot of what they do is passed down. It's not learned in books. A lot of what they do is passed down. So they will really need the baby boomers to pass this information to the millennials and then to the Gen Zs before the change, in as much as we're changing to digital. And just to close on that, we've seen what has happened within the ICT industry, where the Gen Zs have taken over. A lot of the jobs that were done by 15 or 20 people are now done by one person. You have a 17-year-old who's coding a whole software in a number of days, whereas Google used to employ 1,000 people to just do one particular program. Okay?
Thank you. So as we are closing, I want to start with you, Maggie. In this new reality, as we are reimagining work, all these people who are seated here, at the back especially, want next year to be sitting, you know those tables that are saying nominees, yeah? They want to be sitting on that I want all of us to comment, what will it take in this hybrid, multi-generational, remote working, in Africa context? There's so many matrices that are here. What will it take to be an exemplary employee? Yeah? An employee in terms of not just what you're delivering for your employer. I always tell my team, you can deliver for me as much as you want, but remember your lifespan is beyond this particular employer. What will it take them to have a sustainable career progression from one employer to the other? What is that secret sauce?
I think I'm going to be selfish and answer as an employee as well, not as the HR, right? And I look at it in terms of where do I want to go, right? And for me, that long-term picture gives me pop-ups every day. I might not know like what is expected for me today, but I know this is how much I need to do to get there. So to be an exceptional employee, for sure, one, you have to never stop learning. You have to learn every day. There's a very good advice that someone told me when I was starting out in my career, and they told me that never say no to a request that you do not understand. Never say no to sort of a job that you've never done before. Don't say, I do not know. I say yes and figure it out. The moment you have that learning mentality, you'll definitely over-deliver every single day. And even beyond the learning, I would say make sure that it's not your manager's job for you to deliver or to do well. It's your responsibility as the employee. Make sure you're the one going to your manager and asking, I have learned all this, I think I need to know more, or I need to grow more. Many of the employees, especially in Kenya and Africa, sorry to say, we always expect my manager should know what is best for me. My manager should be telling me the best project for me to carry on and all that. Why don't you look in that organization, see where the organization is going, There are projections and objectives of the organization that are shown to the employees every day. Look at that and start saying, I think I would want to learn this, or this is what my strong suit looks, and I do not do it. Go to your manager and ask them, I would want to know this. So one, never stop learning, and the second thing, don't wait for the manager to come telling you what to do, or this is your strong suit. May it be your responsibility. Yes.
I want to jump to Rebecca before I go to our HR person. We've branded you now.
Yeah, I just amen to what she said. You took the words out of my mouth, Maggie, yeah. So I totally agree, never stop learning, that's what I was going to say. And I think as well, seek out employers who will invest in you and invest in your learning. I think that's the best investment that you can make. You are, as an employee, I always say to my team, to new employees, I say, thank you for trusting us with this phase of your career. You're investing your talent in this company, in AMI right now. And we need to honor that as an employee by making sure that we invest in you and your growth. And so seek out employers who will do that for you. If your employer isn't giving you the opportunity to learn, move on.
He's going to be the last one. No, Emmanuel, you're next.
Oh, sorry. I think we should go Bluetooth. Yeah. All right. I wish there was a dictionary where we could dish out all these things that you should do to be successful. But I think it's the learnings that we take within the environment. And for me, it's more of inward looking. As an individual, as a profession, first of all, I think you need to have a growth mindset. You can't think about the same thing. You can't be comfortable with what you have. When I was starting my career as a marketer, I applied for a role as a marketing executive among the first jobs, and the organization had a marketing executive and a marketing manager, but for sure 3 years experience, I don't know, 5 years, I don't know. So I applied for this role, but I pinned the marketing manager position next to my bed. And again, it challenges you every day. That responsibility, how come I can't do this? What does it take to do this, You have to be that specific, and that comes from within. So you need to have a growth mindset to want to do more. 2, I think set goals. Time is an essence. Before we notice, we'll be baby boomers. I don't know if that will change from millennials to something else. But again, setting goals. I want to be here. I want to be here, and aggressively going out for the opportunity. It's never lent to you. So you have to double down to do that in a way that is best. I think those are the 2 major ones, but keep planning. Learning and development, again, is a big topic that we've had a conversation here now. Other attitude, having a positive attitude, and just allowing the environment to challenge you, and of course, growth to the next stage.
I'm an employee first before I'm HR, right?
Thank you for the disclaimer.
I think for you to be able to be the best, first you need to find purpose within yourself. If you don't find purpose in what you do, no matter how hard you do it, you can't be the best. It has to speak to you.
Yes.
Secondly, I'll echo what everybody has said. Please get a new skill. If you can every year, if you can get more every year, even better. The job market is changing quite rapidly. Some of the things that we used to think were not important in terms of skill sets, things like emotional intelligence are becoming quite critical within the setup, especially as you grow into managerial roles and supervisor roles. So learn a new skill every day. I like what she said, that look into the future of the organization and see, where do I see myself? What do I want to do for this organization and for myself? That way you are able to level up, number 1. Number 2, you'll be able to build something that you believe in because it has come from you and not from your manager.
Thank you so much. And mine is, be patient with yourself. You can never, ever microwave experience. Yeah, never. And I know you're the instant generation, the Gen Zs. You put everything into a microwave, it comes out hot. You're the generation that everybody was number 1. In kindergarten, in class 1. Nobody was ever number last. We all were given a certificate for effort. But the world in real life does not work that way, yeah? So you have to put yourself out there, but also always remember that you have to go through the process. You cannot microwave that experience of learning, of doing hard things. I'm always saying that, and always stretching yourselves. So thank you so much, the WorkPay team and Millennial, I'm only Gen Z.
Smack in between.
Thank you so much, and the audience for just being engaging. Thank you so much, my panel as well.
Let's put our hands together for our panel. Just before you guys leave, tuwapigie makofi one more time. I think that was a phenomenal. Well done. Backbenchers, mko sawa? Yeah. Yes, Brazil just got kicked out of the World Cup. It's okay, we know. So yeah, so fair enough, all right? But we'll talk about that a little bit later. I know that's what you want to talk about. But to my panel, let's talk about something that's let's bring it closer home. And I think Paul and Jackson might, and most of the techies that are in the building will bear with me in this one. So we get to a generation where the brains behind the idea, the brains behind an idea is somebody.
2, 3, yeah.
So the person that's the brains behind an idea is, let's say, 23 to 35. Kijana to a lady, discovered something, went to a coding school, worked out a magic. Voila, we have a special application, we have a special program, we have a special project that they're handling. Now, for this person to scale up this particular biashara, they need, what you said, is experience. Now, we have a situation whereby there is a Gen Z, a literal Gen Z, walks into the office in a t-shirt, jeans, founder, creator, good office, everything. But now needs a 40-year-old, a 50-year-old to come and work for them. Now, I'll switch it up. What will be your advice for somebody here who will one day find themselves in an interview room with a person they can call their son comfortably, but this person, I won't talk about techies today, but we'll talk about them in another platform. But they know what they're doing, but you want to get that job. What would be your advice to this 40-year-old going into this interview? Because the roles have changed now.
Be humble.
Unyenyekee.
Nyenyekea, and if you have the growth mindset and the mindset to learn, you'll understand that you can learn from this young person. Yeah, in my team I have 23-year-olds who tell me things. I'm saying, okay, can I go and Google that first? Then I come back. Yeah? So it's not even a position where they're interviewing me. It's where they're also my employees and they're challenging you.
Yeah.
So when you're humble throughout and have that learning mindset, you'll be able to get that job.
Okay. So, Emmanuel, I'll switch it up. Like I said, I'm a Gen Z. I want microwave results. I mean, I want it fast. You're my employee now. How do you behave in that scenario?
So the old guy with the...
You're the old guy now.
So I think, first of all, I think this is happening already in the world that we live now.
Yeah.
It's happening a lot. And I think before you go for any interview or you face any panel, you do your research. We have cabinet secretaries that, and PSCs that went for the role just recently.
Yeah.
So they prepare themselves to show up in that panel. So in many ways, as I said, I think this is really critical, how you sell your story. So a young person may be bold enough to try and solve a huge problem, and they need someone older, of course, with the experience to create the structure to achieve that goal. So in many ways, I don't think it's intimidating because of age, but actually, if you're 40 years and you're going for an interview at 20-year-old, you've done your research and you're going for the vision that he has for that organization because you believe you have the skills to impact and achieve that goal.
Phenomenal. Let's put our hands together for our panel discussion. That was well said. Thank you so very much. Asante sana, Margaret. Thank you very much for that. Philip, thank you. So do you want him to sit or to stand? So please, can we please be upstanding so that we can have a special picture? So I'll ask the team that is handling the space to just help us move the chairs if they can at this particular juncture. But ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together one more time for them. Margaret Nyawera, thank you very much. Mr. Philip Omwenga, asante sana. Rebecca Harrison, thank you very much. Emmanuel Mutuma, asante sana, Emmanuel. And Dr. Shiko Gitao, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, smile, smile. This is your special picture. There we go. There we go. Thank you very much. Congratulations to you all. Thank you very much. Yes, you may take your seats kindly. Asante sana. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for them. Let's put our hands together for them.
Thank you very much. Thank you. That was really good. Today I had an amazing experience in the morning and most of the afternoon to hang out with over 700 ladies in a place called Korogocho. Anyone has ever been there? A place called Gomongo. Anyone been there? Hey, you guys are rich. Sorry. But one of the ladies stood up and she said she wanted to teach people a clap. And she said CBC was actually introduced 6 years ago. And so this is how they clap. They clap down from 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1. And then 0. So we're going to try that for the next guest who's coming up. Let's try. From 6, let's go. Kuna yametuangusha but ni sawa, mko tu sawa. So the next lady I'm about to welcome on stage, she has what we call a consider it done attitude. You know the people who you just know if this task goes to this person, it is done. Do you have anyone like that in your office? No? Nominees? Anyone like that? Consider it done. They don't ask you for anything. They're just like, it is going to be done. Anyone you know like that? Anyone come top of mind? She is also Kenya's silent Oprah and Beyonce. And I was told to say, signed Tom and Andrew, your biggest fans. Before I call Naomi Kirungu up on stage, who is the head of SME, business growth, and also the programs officer, I will turn your attention to the screen for a video that is from our gold sponsor, African Management Institute. And they're going to be playing this short video. Our gold sponsor will be coming up. There we are.
Every day, across Africa, businesses and entrepreneurs, leaders and managers, and the continent's workforce set out to achieve great ambitions. We believe in them. We believe their growth fuels Africa's prosperity, our communities, and our future. At the African Management Institute, we know people can thrive and achieve their goals when they have the skills to power their growth. Our proven learning approach is based on the simple idea that people learn by doing. Designed for the African context, AMI's practical business and workplace learning programs incorporate world-class experiences led by the continent's top facilitators with learning journeys and business tools that are accessed through our digital platforms, so new practices and ideas can be applied immediately, on the go, on the job, and while building a business. We don't measure success with only a certificate. Is your business growing? Is your team performing better? Are your people happy and flourishing? Are the next generation of businesses, leaders, and managers future ready? This is how we measure success. Join the hundreds of partners that trust AMI as Africa's leading business and workplace learning partner to scale impact, accelerate growth, and more importantly, to power Africa's ambitions.
Ni leo ni 25. At least you're top 25. Ladies and gentlemen, you're top 25.
So, my name is Mercy Koki. I'm from the team of PKF Kenya. We're the guys who did the quality assurance for the Employee of the Year award. With me, I have my team. We have a manager, Victor Kibe. We have Esther, and we have Wilson. And some of them are still yet to come. So that's the team that handled the quality assurance. So we ensured that whatever results you guys will be receiving here was, the best, what the judges saw was fit, and we made sure that, everything was fair and just. So that whenever you guys see whoever won the process, you guys will be able to understand that we decided this from a very qualitative manner, okay? So from the process that we did, the public were given the opportunity to vote for their best contestant. So each employee was given the opportunity to mobilize their own people to come on board and vote for them, which took place. The judges also took part in voting and, not voting rather, but looking at the category and ensuring that the people who came on board, or the people who were chosen as the top 25, and also the person who also emerged the winner, was someone who fitted all the 5 criteria that were set. So besides that, I hope I've convinced you enough that the results which have been provided here are fair and just, and to ensure that whoever won, whoever is the winner, you are chosen out of merit. And yes, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Let's put our hands together for her for that.
Turn the gentleman, asante sana.
All right. So and the Kenyan in us, bado utakuwa tu anajuana hapo anja. But anyway, for today, we've confirmed that it has been free, it has been fair, and we will choose the winner based on merit. And Kagiri, I understand we have a set of judges.
We do.
That were able to ensure that all the nominees went through a rigorous, very expansive set of, let's say, vetting, so that we can ensure that we have the best of the best. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I will not ask them, I'll just ask them to stand up where they are, because we will be having the names up on the screen. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce to you to our set of judges this year. So, ladies and gentlemen, can we please have the judges on the screen for this particular let's put our hands together for Caroline Karaoke. Tumpige makofi. Caroline, where are you? All right, there we go. She's here. Tumpige makofi as she stands on up. Just wave to all of us.
Yeah, that's
just
Caroline, Karaoke.
Next judge, please.
Diana Akinyi.
Let's put our hands together for Diana Akinyi, tafadhali. Elvis Mayaka. Elvis is with us tonight.
Thank you. We also have Nelly Mutula. Lady in red.
Ruth Musumba.
Our judge, Sylvia Barasa.
Ladies and gentlemen, I believe those are our judges. Now, one more round of applause for all our judges. Now, I'd like to especially thank the team from Wakpe because Paul Jackson, thank you so much, because I was here last year and it was phenomenal. But this year, they have taken it, it's not by a notch. I think the growth is phenomenal. Last year, what we were given for the Employee of the Year, I believe has been quadrupled.
Wow.
To what we have this year. So ladies and gentlemen, yes, you can put your hands together for that. So I'm going to read some of the perks that comes with being the Employee of the Year. So from number 25 all the way to number 6, tutawapigia makofi, and we'll thank God for you, and we'll pray for you, all right? You guys will have an amazing year. Sawa sawa, tuwapigie makofi in advance, tafadhali. Now this year, because of the partners that we have, we will also have different categories where the employer will also win something. So if the employee wins something, the employer as well will walk away with something. I think they deserve a round of applause for that. That's phenomenal. All right, so at number five, the employee will receive 75,000 shillings worth of training, as well as the employer. That's courtesy of AMI. Tuwapigie makofi tafadhali. That's phenomenal. Thank you very much. Number four will also get training worth 75,000, and they also have an opportunity for one more staff to receive training, also courtesy of AMI. Thank you so much for that as well. Now, this is where the business now kicks in. Second runner-up, aka number three, they will receive personal health insurance worth 500,000, courtesy of Marquee Insurance. They will receive tonight pesa taslim, cash. Atufanyi fuliza hapa. Hapa. You receive 20,000 bob cash prize, courtesy of Aspira. They will receive a digital voucher worth 5,000 Kenya shillings, courtesy of Gift Pesa. They will receive training worth 75,000 for both them and their employer, courtesy of AMI. They will receive 1.5 kilos of cake, courtesy of Candy Cakes. At least you can go and celebrate it from their house. Wow. And this is my personal favorite. They will get discounted rides, courtesy of Little Cub, up to 2,000 shillings for you to get to the office. That is for number three. Let's put our hands together for number three. All right, number two. They will receive personal health insurance worth 750,000, courtesy of Marquee Insurance. A cash prize of 30,000 shillings. Gift Pesa is giving the person digital voucher worth 10,000 bob. They'll also receive a training worth 75,000 and a training for their one other employee from the organization. That's for the employer, courtesy of AMI. They'll receive a free lunch for two at Radisson Blue. So you and your date can obviously enjoy lunch here. They'll receive 2 kilos of cake, courtesy of Candy Cakes. And finally, Little Cab will be giving them 3,000 bob worth of discounted rides for them to enjoy throughout the year. Let's put our hands together for that is number two. Now for number one is special. They receive personal health insurance worth 1 million shillings. I think that deserves a better round of applause. Leo. The team from Aspira will give them 50,000 shillings worth of cash prize. So they'll get 50,000. It is here. You'll get the cash right here. A digital voucher worth 15,000 bob from Gift Pesa, 75,000 bob worth of training, and a training for one more employee, courtesy of AMI. Now it gets better here. Should I do this last? No, I think there's a couple that I need. I think Daisy, I think I should do last because they're so big here. So I'll skip that one. They'll get 2.5 kilos of cake, courtesy of Candy Cakes. They'll receive discounted rides worth 5,000 bob from Little Cub. And ladies and gentlemen, get ready for this. They will receive 2 free nights right here at Radisson Blue Restaurant. All right? And I thought that was it. Ladies and gentlemen, an all-inclusive paid 2-day holiday in Mombasa for two, courtesy of Zunguka Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, let us celebrate them. And I think we're ready now.
We are ready to begin and to start awarding. But our platinum sponsor will also be announcing the various amazing gifts they're going to be giving to from number 25 all the way to number 1. The platinum sponsor is giving you something great. I'd like our team to help us because it's time to unveil position 25 to position 21. And to do that, I'll invite on stage to join me the pay team lead, Edwin Mwangi, who CBO, please join me on stage, and great to see you again.
All right, so can we
Karibu
please
sana.
have the lectern moved now? I think we're ready to move the podium so that we can all have a front seat view of whatever's happening. Now, to all our nominees, just before we unveil the 25 to 21, ladies and gentlemen, I think can we do this? So if you're a nominee, I'd like you to stand up. So all our nominees, let's please stand up. All our nominees, let's kindly stand up. All our nominees, the 25 of us. Naomba tusimame tafadhali. Let them stand up. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please let us put our hands together for our top 25. Let us celebrate them in advance. I think they deserve a better round of applause than that. What a year they've had. And you know what? Ladies and gentlemen, you've made it to top 25. If that holiday is not for you, don't worry. You are still in top 25. So thank you very much, and you may have your seats. And I'll hand it over to our control team for number 21, 25 to number 21. All right, number 25, Timothy Wanyoike. Let's welcome Timothy Wanyoike.
And he is in the building. Lotan, he does get a certificate, which is evidence of tonight. Timothy Wanyoike accreditation. Congratulations.
So DJ, you can give me some music in the background as Timothy comes on up as we celebrate him. Well done, Timothy. in his bow tie as well. Thank you very much. Felix Doyo makofi tafadhali kwake as he comes on.
Karibu, 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 karibu. Congratulations to you. This is number 14. We are moving quick plus fast.
From Upsit Consulting Limited.
Congratulations. Nominee number 14, Felix Mwangala.
All right.
Number 13,
Desi Mambili. Is Desi in the building? Oh yeah, there we go. In the lovely red dress. Let's put hands together for Desi as she comes on up. To begin, Desi makofi tafadhali.
Congratulations, Flutter Wave. You're gonna be getting a lot of presents.
Desi smile. There we go. Please, Desi. Wapi makofi ya Desi tafadhali. From Flutter Wave.
She's looking so regal. Oh, love it, love it, love it.
One more time for Desi tafadhali.
Yes. We are now ready for number 12.
Evelyn Gary. Is Evelyn in the building?
Olive Tree Media.
Is Evelyn here? Okay. There we go. Let's put our hands together for Evelyn Gary. Tupigie makofi tafadhali as she makes her way to the front. Karibu sana Evelyn. Well done. Congratulations.
You're drunk.
All right. Well done, Evelyn. Well
This is
done.
on behalf of Evelyn. Thank you so much. Thank you. And finally, in this number 11, Winnie Karuida from Embo.
Hands up for Winnie Karuida. Is oh yeah, there we go. Winnie's
Yeah,
here.
let's give it up to her. She deserves this beautiful award. Congratulations to you, Winnie Karuida. Coming right
Winnie,
here.
Winnie
Ooh,
smile.
Take
That's
your
your
time.
smile. That's
Take your time.
Smile. That's
We're waiting. Ooh. Karibu sana.
Karibu sana, Winnie. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And I also
Thank you so much. Wanna see you. Thank you very much for being with us. Ladies and gentlemen, so far, let's put our hands together for all our award winners. To our Let's put our hands together for them. I think they deserve a better round of applause now. All right. Now, the tension is palpable. Like I said, it's a one time nobody wants to be called. But you know what? We have something for you to loosen up just a little bit. So, ladies and gentlemen, I request us to just stand on our feet briefly. So just kindly stand on your feet. So kindly stand on your feet, all right? All right? So I want you to turn to your neighbor on your left and ask them, are you okay? Are you okay? How are you feeling about tonight, yeah? Ask them, well, very well, how are you feeling about tonight? Now, one thing I also want you to do is, I want you to look for a partner. So get a partner, somebody that's next to you, get a partner, and I want you to stand and face them. So look at them. So turn around, or rather turn and look at them. I've noticed something about East Africa, Kenya to be precise. We rarely look at people in the eye. So look at your neighbor in the eye and tell them, you look good, man. You look good, man. You look amazing tonight. You look amazing, right? All right. So I'll stand on the podium for this one. So I'm going to teach you a special... Yes, please, Kageri, let's please. So I'm going to teach you a special handshake tonight. See, serikali is just a normal handshake, all right? All right, so I need you to take your right hand up. So put your right hand up like this. Put your right hand up like this. So I am here to diffuse the tension. That is my job today, all right? I am just diffusing the tension. So put your right hand up. And I want you to let out a proper scream and say, yeah! And then give your neighbor a high five. Let's go. 1, 2, then go. Oh, I feel it now. I feel it, right? So once you do that, you're holding your neighbor's right hand, all right? So I want you to take your left hand and do the same exact thing. 1, 2, let's go. Perfect. Now you're holding both their hands, right? So you're supposed to be ideally something like this, all right? Then I want you to take your right leg and I want you to say, yeah. Then I want you to take your left leg and say again, yeah. Perfect. Up until there, I want us to start and take it up from the top. So right hand up, right hand up, right hand up. So right hand up, right hand up. 1, 2, go, let's go. Left hand. Right leg. Left leg. Stop. Now this is my favorite part. So ideally, you're supposed to be holding each other like this, right? So this is now the key part of this handshake. So I want you holding your neighbor like this. I want you to say, ooh, 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 ooh. All right, let's go. 1, 2, go. Let's go together. I want to hear you. Let's go together. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna start it from the top. Let's go right hand. No, let's do it one more time. I want to hear you. Right hand. Left hand. Right leg. Left leg. I want to hear woo. Put your hands together for yourselves. No sitting down just yet. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome the Talas dance crew as we get ready for what should be a special dancing moment. So we're going to dance a little bit. Now, all right, so this is a special announcement. So AMI, our gold sponsors, are so impressed with the crowd, with all of us after that special handshake, and the nominees, that they are extending the following to the 5. All right, so top 6 through to 25 nominees, they are getting a 10% discount on AMI business growth and workplace learning programs. Thank you very much. In addition to that, AMI is giving you guys a 5% discount to the entire audience on AMI's workplace learning and business card programs for anyone in the crowd. If you want to claim this, please make sure you see the team from AMI. Ladies and gentlemen, let us celebrate AMI for being Santa Claus today. Thank you very much. Now, I think we're ready for you guys. So come on in, our dance team. Let's come on in. All right. So no seating just yet. So I'm ready. They're going to be teaching us a couple of dance moves, all right? All right, so what they do, we do. So you want a microphone. All right. All right, here we go. All right, is it working? 1, 2. All right, it's working now.
Check. Are you ready? Siwaski, are you ready? Aya, weka mkono hivi juu like so. Alafu my DJ unanipatia sauti. Are you ready? Aya, weka maua kidogo. Weka maua, let's go. Weka. Let's drop and 1. Weka tena 1. Weka tena. Aya, weka pa like so.
Can't seem to take my eyes off of you, especially a bite and move.
Let me see you do it.
Hold that 10, me want to hold that 10.
Let's go.
Baby, let me take a look.
1 time.
Oh Lord, me want all the girls in the whole world.
Alafu naringa kidogo.
So wrong, but since no man can focus, we definitely don't.
Alafu ruka nayo like so.
She said she know me got a girlfriend, and so what? What if I do? She said, she know me got a woman.
Let's go. I wake up and gonna like so. Zumbusha. 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 All right, let's go like so.
I wanna be with you, but you know they got enough time from me. I wanna live with you.
Do it again.
I get the reason why I can't let go. Girl, you never know, so you come gas up. Man, them so far to find your love. Girl, you never know, so you come gas up. Man, them so
I wake up queer right to belly. Wake up queer right to belly. Are you ready? Are you ready? See what's here? Are you ready? Are you ready? I wake up and like so. Let's go. Ringa kidogo. Let's go, let's go.
I say color your brocodo, no go this locodo. Kelly de bossy my pololo. Can make a salute your commando.
I wake up at dinner.
Balance I give you paper. No go do me Diego.
One time, two times. Let's go. Wake up, do. Let's go. Let me see you do it. Let's go. I wake up like so. Let's go.
I'm feeling vibes.
The other side.
I'm a ticking dime.
Let's go. Go down. Go down.
You know I'm just
turn the time.
No, them no fit kill my vibe. Them no fit kill my
Let's go.
Them no fit kill. Them no fit kill.
I wake up salsa na maringo.
Wise man said, follow the stars.
Let's go.
You shall find a piece of advice.
Salsa.
If you hate your enemies shine.
Salsa.
If you're not a friend of me, enter the light.
Wake up
You
salsa.
can never kill my vibe. Got here with no sacrifices. Everything was taken, still had to make it. Vibe killer.
I wake up like so.
Vibe killer. Somebody that protect my energy from your bad.
Let's go.
Pastor say I be my healer, everything I desire. I go this deep.
Wake up, turn up, and 1, 2.
If you get yawa, come on, go and sit down. I go just para, come out my jigger. I go just follow my.
I wake up like so.
I'm feeling vibes on vibes. I'm ticking down.
Beat the Gucci. Wake up.
Your candle lights. You know I'm just that type. No, them nothing kill my vibe. Them nothing kill my vibe.
Are you ready for this one? Tonight up like so. Work at tenor, head, shoulder.
Don't wanna waste my days. I want to spend them on enjoy.
I wake up and let's go. Alafu na smile kidogo. Let's go. One time.
I want to flex my love.
The other side. Let's go to the right.
To a place she loves.
Wake up, tenor.
I want to impress. And I want to carry.
Are you ready for the you? Let's go. Let me see you do like so. Wake up, tenor. Odeyu. Let's go. There. I wake up like so. Ringa kidogo. One time. Let's go.
Go hapa tu.
By the end of the night,
wake up tena.
Ngoja. Pull. Kaeni tu hapa. Kuna watu wana feel left out. You know, I'm a pastor. And I can see my congregants. They're wondering, can I dance secular? So I want us to dance one gospel song. Inaitwa
Nimeuona.
Hapana, sio. DJ.
Hiyo ndo gospel tunaimbaga sisi.
DJ. Angusha hii. Tunaenda hivi. Twende.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Let's go.
Shetani yaniandama, ndo maana nilikimbia katika injili ya Baba, nikimwona nitasimama. Shetani yaniandama, ndo maana nilikimbia katika injili ya Baba.
Yes, Jackson, let's go. Hey.
Wanipa nguvu kama Samson, na niko na wisdom ka Solomon. Nina dance kama David, na niko na imani ka Abraham. Shetani amejaa mjuu, niko na Yesu, hawezi nitisha mimi, niko na nguvu. Shetani amejaa mimi, niko na Yesu, hawezi nitisha mimi, niko na zigwembe ya Yesu, zigwembe niko na zigwembe.
Watu wa kanisa na waona, mbona wote wanajua hii?
Zigwembe ya Yesu, zigwembe kwa kanali niko na zigwembe.
Ilibidi niokoke ndo niwashe jiko. Siko kwa kanaliti juu niko ridho. Ulimi bado ridhe, risasi zipo. Mistari bado kali na mizani zipo. Silabi simpo kama A-E-I-O-U. Rudia mara twice A-E-I-O-U. Kati chingi za calling na cha impromptu. Subiri usichizini in. 2 fingers in the sky. Kunja ngumi to the side. Sio ngumu kudecide. Tuzikwende tukislide. We can boogie through the night.
Jaribu venye unaweza. 2 fingers in the... Hey.
Kunja ngumi to the side. Sio ngumu kudecide. Tuzikwende tukislide. We can boogie through the night. Thank the Lord that I'm alive.
Hey.
Nobody can stop you.
Alright. Come selector. Alright, DJ, thank you very much. Alright, now, ladies and gentlemen, before we finish, yeah? So one more, and this is officially the national anthem of the Republic right now.
Can we remove our shoes?
It's the other national anthem of the Republic.
Who wants to remove their shoes?
Now, they did it at the beginning. We're going to do it together. All right, so DJ, drop that beat, and I think you guys are going to teach us how to dance this song, all right? All right, so what they do, we sing together. DJ, let's go. Wangapi wanajua hii?
Black Market Records.
Hiyo ni ngumu. All right, let's go.
My hands, your waist, my heart. Awe kuna ni kuna. My lips, your lips, they touch. We kiss kuna ni kuna.
All right, let's go. Hey.
Come to the dance floor, babe.
Hapana, wameharibu sasa. Wameharibu, si ndio? Si wameharibu? Tuanze tena. Haya, hiyo ya mkono hiyo zia tuko. All right, one more time together. On Nairobi, let's do it together.
My hands, your waist, my heart. Awe kuna ni kuna. My lips, your lips, they touch. We kiss una ni kuna. Ni kuna.
Nipe nikupe. Come to the dance floor, babe. Leo tuna fesa fe banga. Ama tuta do it your way. Yeah, wacha nikuse. Usiniogope, babe. Leo na finesse na ujanja, eh. Leo nita maintain. Ukini kuna back, nitako kuna front. Ebu baby, don't let go. Ukini pay shash, nitakupea. Eh, this the kind of love make you when me do it.
Pull up selector, tuwapigeni makofi tafadhali. Let's put our hands together for them. Tolas, thank you very much. Asanteni sana, well done. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, now you can remove your jackets and have your seat now, yes? Tension imeisha ama bado iko? Si imeisha? Tuendelee na hii kitu.
Yeah, this weekend we are not going for gym. We have finished our gym for the weekend, ndio? Na bado tunaendelea. We are going to category for number 10 through to number 6, Lotan.
Absolutely. And just before we get to our top 10, Now, I'll be coming back to announce a special gift that WorkPay will be giving each and every nominee. So ladies and gentlemen, you do not want to miss this. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome the CEO of Aspira. Let's put our hands together for Ishad Mutur as he presents this particular category. Tumpige makofi. Hata ungeniekea wimbo ya kuna kuja kifa. He looks like a dancer. DJ nipatie wimbo kidogo. What did you learn from that dance? Ishad, what did you learn? Let's go. So he says he's not from Kenya, so he's learned a Kenyan dance. So which one? The last one. How do you do it? So what did they do? Let's put our hands together for Ishad. Thank you very much. All right. From number 10 to number 6. It's getting hotter now. And number 10, Michael Nzomo. Wapi Michael, there we go. Celebrate Michael as he comes on up. There we go. So I'll ask you guys to come to the middle. So Michael, Ishad, just here. There we go. All right, congratulations, Michael. Number 9, Susan Chayet from West Pokot Sub-County. Ladies and gentlemen, let's celebrate her. Wow. Hey. Number 9. Wow. Congratulations, Susan. Angalia kamera tafadhali. Angalia hii kamera. Thank you very much. Asante sana, Susan. Wapi makofi ya Susan tafadhali.
Congratulations, Susan. And you're so smart representing the plus 254.
Number 8.
Yeah.
Hannah Mwaro Zanifu. Is Hannah in the... There we go. Hannah is here. Tuwapige makofi mpaka wafike tafadhali.
Congratulations, a product of St. G.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Hannah. Going on to number 7.
Pius Wandwasi.
In Kenya, Pius.
Tupigieni Pius ama ukipenda Pius. Wazima ndio ule pale, tupige makofi tafadhali. Congratulations to you, Pius, from First Insurance Brokers. There we go. Getting a special gift from all right. Congratulations to you, Pius. Well done. Well done. Felicitación. Congratulations to you. All right. I think we're ready for the next one. At number 6. Ooh. Khadija Habute from Healing Hearts. Khadija, are you in the building? Khadija, wave at me. Where's Khadija? There we go. Khadija is here. There we go. There we go. She looks lovely. Pigeni makofi Khadija tafadhali. Well done, Khadija. Karibu sana. Congratulations, our number 6 Employee of the Year. All right, well done, Khadija. Thank you so much, Ishad. Asante Sana. Thank you very much, the CEO of Aspire. Now, we are getting to the top 5. Now, the awards are changing just a little bit. Now, we'll obviously and definitely celebrate the employee. But top 5 has a twist to it. The CEO of that particular company will also receive a gift. So ladies and gentlemen, this one you're doing it for you and for your entire family. And this is your entire clan that you work with in the office, all right? So now, ladies and gentlemen, what hashtags are we using?
The hashtag, and we've told you to go ahead on Twitter and to go ahead across social media platforms. Hashtag Employee of the Year 2022. I'm trying to see who's been out there because we do have some special presents. So if you're on Twitter, if you're on Instagram, mbona nikisema Twitter, like lazima nikuwa na accent? Like Twitter. Is it Twitter? Yeah, it is. Okay, we're ready.
I think we're ready.
We're ready for
All
number.
right. To help us present at number 5, I'd like us to put our hands together as we welcome the CEO, Zunguka Africa. Let's put our hands together for Samson Kimani. Samson Kimani ako pande gani? Yeah, we go. Samson is at the back. He's coming. DJ nipatie wimbo as Samson comes on up. Samson is a man that gives us holidays, yeah? So make sure you talk to him nicely. Congratulations. Samson, coming up. I think we're ready for you. Number 5. All right. So Samson, I'll usher you on stage. So you'll just stand here. So you'll just stand here, just next to the trophy, and then we'll get ready. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Employee of the Year Award 2022. 5th position is Angela Bundi from Linton's Beauty World.
Congratulations! Okay, she's coming up with her MD and she's coming to receive the award. But get on up first, it's okay. Come on up and receive the award. Karibuni sana. Is this the MD? He's a he? Karibu sana. Karibu, congratulations. This one is for all of you. Linton's Beauty World. And as Lotan had highlighted, you had highlighted that the employee, DJ, that the employee and the employer all receive an award from Africa Management Institute, who are our gold sponsor today, and it's coming on up right now on stage.
Just stay there for I'll bring them up for you.
Thank you. It's for both Angela Bundi and Linton's Beauty World.
So Angela will get hers first. Tupigeni Angela makofi tafadhali. All right, so Angela, I'll ask you just to stay there as Linton's gets one as well. And Angela, the gifts keep on coming. Oh, wow. All right.
Congratulations to Linton's Beauty World. It's an amazing, amazing community of people who make us look good, feel good, dope skincare manenos. We love it.
Absolutely. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Are we done? Okay, good. So we'll take one more. All right. So Angela, thank you very much. Asanteni sana. So I'll ask you just to step on the red carpet. Maybe you'll take a picture or two there as we get ready for the next one. Asante sana, Samson. Thank you very much. Tupigeni Samson makofi tafadhali as well. All right. Number 4. And to present this set of awards, I'd like to welcome the co-founder, Walkway. Let's put our hands together for Jackson Kongo to present this set of awards. Tupigeni sana makofi Jackson. Wapi makofi ya Jackson tafadhali. Karibu sana, Jackson. Now, before we get ready for the award, this is a disclaimer. Jackson is an excellent dancer. I was watching him and his boss, yeah? So, by the time the night finishes, Jackson will be teaching us. They were doing a good job. Thank you very much, Jackson. All right, I think we're ready for our Employee of the Year, number 4. Susan Ndongo from Bab Security. Wapi Susan tafadhali?
Babs Security.
There we go, Susan is in the building. Pigeni Susan makofi
Coming on
tafadhali.
up with the CEO. Coming on up with her community. Karibuni sana.
There we go.
Susan Ndongo, congratulations. Give her a hand of applause as she comes. Congratulations. Buen trabajo.
Well done, Susan. So Susan gets a special trophy first. From Jackson. There we go, that's better. Wapi makelele out tafadhali. Let's celebrate them, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, here we are for Susan Ndongo. Her training courtesy of our gold sponsor. Yes, mpigeni makofi. Don't feel jealous. Clap, 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 clap. And also for Bab Security, for whomever you may want this to go to in the company. Let's present it right there.
All
oh,
right.
yes.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Smile, gentlemen, smile. There we go, let's try, let's go. There we go. Tuangalie camera tafadhali. All right, let's look at the cameras. There we go, there we go. Wapi makofi ya Bab Security tafadhali. Well done. Well done, well done, well done. Thank you. That's fine. And asante sana to Jackson as well. Thank you so much. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think we got those pictures.
Congratulations, congratulations to you. And thank you. We're going now to the third runners up. And would like to invite partner at Boya, Alphas Sinja, who is a CEO. Thank you so much, our partner, Boya. And to come on up is Alphas Sinja,
Let's
the CEO. Let's give him a good hand. Thank you so much for being here tonight.
Now, he's one of our partners tonight. Thank you so
for
much
being here.
for sponsoring and ensuring that this day is a massive success. He's the CEO of Boya. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we're ready for employee number 3. All right. Here we go. Second runners up. Nicole Kagonya from Osongo and Co-Advocates. Where's Nicole, ladies and gentlemen? Number 3. There we go. Wapi makofi yake tafadhali.
Oh, she came dressed for this. She
There we
came
go,
to
there we
pick
go,
her
number 3.
trophy.
And the Pyros are on now.
Congratulations.
Wapi makofi yao tafadhali. All right. So Nicole, we have something else for you.
There is the money. Oh, what I could do with this money. Oh my, Nicole.
20,000 shillings
Congratulations.
cash. Congratulations.
Courtesy of Aspira. Thank you so much for
All
that
right.
gift.
It gets better.
Hey, hey. Gift Pesa voucher right there for you.
5,000 shillings. Redeemable at those stores at the bottom there. Thank you
Hata
very
unaweza
much.
weka ngata. Ala.
Alafu, there's one more for you. And then one last one for the company. So So the company takes this one. Wapigeni makofi tafadhali. Let's put our hands together for them.
Congratulations.
All right, thank you very much, ladies
I think
and
they
gentlemen.
need Bab security. Bab security, can you help them? I'm seeing people looking with them funny eyes. Congratulations. Aki, that dress.
All right, fabulous. Now, thank you, DJ. We are down to the last two. So we'll take a break as we get ready for the last two. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we had a special dance presentation a little bit earlier, and I told you that Jackson knows how to dance. I warned you guys. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the next dance team is all courtesy of Walkway and personally trained by Jackson. These are his boys and girls. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want us to put our hands together for Tala's dance group one more time as they take us through a special Walkway dance routine. Jackson, congratulations. These guys are doing a good job. Tupigeni Jackson makofi tafadhali. Ladies and gentlemen, let's celebrate Walkway. Tuwapigie makofi tafadhali. Our platinum partners for today.
Yes. Eli, Toto. Abesubanish.
Hey.
Era mama. Era Toto. Era mama. Ah.
Barikiwa Studio.
Arogajazo mae. Arogajazo mae. Hey mama, arogajazo mama. Arogajazo mae. Hey mama, time I'm gonna sing. Mama, time I'm gonna sing. Tomorrow time I'm gonna sing. Hey mama, time I'm gonna sing. Apenya penya bendi eraga. Apenya penya bendi eraga. Era korumo kona kona. Era korumo kona kona. Ago yo simu tati matama. Ago yo simu makamaka. Message oro sama sama. Kiuro mama me aduoko. Apenya mama karango marachi. Apenya ngando karango marachi. Apenya mama karango marachi. Poketo karo karango marachi. Ni mama karango matimi. Ni mama karango matimi.
I know you want to stand up and get up and dance this one. I know you want to be up on your feet as you pick up some moves for the holiday. Hey, hey.
Yesu Kristo akuita kuokoe. Uachane na dhambi ya kuokoe. Uachane na dhambi ya kuokoe. Newega.
I see we have more musicians than dancers.
Baba na mama Bwana Yesu awai.
Ati nini?
Waokoe muachane na shetani. Hata nyinyi vijana mtaokoka. Waokoe muachane na shetani. Newega.
Sudu. Ni wakati wa This is my 2021 song.
Nego kena, nego kena. Nakoga saida rere ambure maede matana noga. Nego kena. Nakoga saida rere ambure maede matana noga. Tigane we togereke, togerea o toge tanagia na o ide wa maro maito. Tigane we togereke, togerea o toge tanagia na o ide wa maro maito.
Employee of the Year Awards 2022. Kama uko na mabeka.
All right.
Moja mwisho.
Thank you very much. So DJ, just my guys just stand there. Now, ladies and gentlemen, how many of us have loved what WorkPay has done this year? How many of us have loved it? Now, this is what I want us to do. This is a little bit outside my protocol, but I'd like us to stand on up and celebrate the beautiful work that WorkPay has done tonight. Naomba tusimame tafadhali, our platinum sponsors today, they have been phenomenal. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, let us put our hands together for the team at WorkPay. Tuwapigie makofi tafadhali.
Yeah, they are our platinum sponsors, and they made today happen.
And I know the leadership of WorkPay will be joining us just a little bit later, but I'd like to welcome the CEO just to join us on stage just a little bit so that we can celebrate them, especially. As I told you, they dance, right? I had warned you earlier that they are very good. So Jackson is our team lead. Jackson, call your colleague. Tuwapigia mdosi makofi tafadhali. And you know what? I'll do that a little bit better. So I'll ask some members from WorkPay, the staff, to join us on stage for this one, as you guys teach us a special dance. This is especially celebrating the amazing work that WorkPay has done. Nani anataka kujoin mdosi hapa? Ndio hao. Usivae hata viatu. So DJ, you'll just give me something as we specially take them through this. And so now we'll join them for this one, specially, all right? All right, DJ, let's go. Tuwapigeni makofi tafadhali.
I can see WorkPay. Everyone is coming up. Come on. Hey, hey.
Here we go. From WorkPay.
They put this together tonight to celebrate
our platinum sponsors, ladies and gentlemen. Our platinum sponsors.
I can see many of you in the audience. You can give them side, give them side. Give them side. Come on.
That's Team WorkPay right there. Our platinum sponsors for tonight.
Hey. Hey, WorkPay. Tada.
Hey, wapi kelele ya WorkPay tafadhali. I told you Jackson's the man. Hey, hey, hey.
You can pick some of these moves for the holiday.
Wapi makofi ya WorkPay tafadhali.
The team that put this together through a lot of hard work, a lot of effort, and the love of celebrating employees.
Yo. Wonderful. Awesome. Hey. you very much.
Let's give a hand to
Asante
Wakpe.
sana. Thank you very much.
Celebrate them, celebrate them. Hey, hey.
All right, thank you very much, DJ.
Hey. Hey.
Asante sana, thank you very much. Awesome. Now, before you get to your seats, now Wakpe are announcing a special gift for all the top 25 tonight. Now, ladies and gentlemen, all the companies, the organizations that are represented in the top 25 will receive HR and payroll absolutely free for 1 year. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for Wakpe. Twapigeni makofi tafadhali.
That's what it means to
HR
be the
and payroll
platinum.
for 1 year. Thank you so much to the leadership of Wakpe. Thank you so much to the staff. Asanteni sana. So I'll ask you guys to go back to your seats as we get ready to conclude this event. Asante sana.
Thank you so much. Our platinum sponsor. One more time. Wapigie makofi. Wapigieni makofi. Asante sana. Wakpe.
All right, so Kagiri, I think we're ready for the top two.
For the top two, right now we're about to announce the first runners-up.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we are about to announce the second runners-up. I'd like to welcome Rebecca Harrison, the CEO. Tumpigieni makofi Rebecca tafadhali as she announces this next award. If Rebecca's not here, if we can have somebody from AMI to help us present this set of awards. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is our first runners-up. So now, what are they walking away with? 750,000 bob worth of insurance, courtesy of Marquee Insurance. Ladies and gentlemen, 30,000 shillings cash prize. Digital voucher worth 10,000 shillings. Cake 2 kilos worth from Candy Cakes rather. A free lunch for 2 at Radisson Blue. And ladies and gentlemen, Little Cab is giving them discounted rides worth 3,000 Kenya shillings.
On stage is Bernard. Thank you so much for being here. He is the head of corporate training at AMI, who are our gold sponsor. Asante sana. Ladies and gentlemen, this is
number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, first runners up. We have Susan Tana from Kidogo. Wapi kelele yake tafadhali.
Yeah! All the amazing gifts she gets right here. Sorry, crossing frame.
All right, so she gets to walk away with some a trophy, of course. She'll also get a special certificate, which she'll be walking away with. Congratulations, you get this as well. So I'll hold this for you.
Another certificate from Little, a certificate of.
All right, so their CEO, tafadhali. All right.
Here you have your gift voucher. This is 2 kgs of goodness from Candy Bakes and Cakes. Enjoy. Please invite me. I'm available.
All right, you get a special certificate as well. So you just.
And we have money from Aspira.
All right.
I have turned a.
All right.
We are still pressing on. Keep pressing on.
All right, here we go.
Lotanio for the Christmas.
10,000 shillings from Gift Pesa. It's a voucher from Gift Pesa. All right.
And
So
also,
I'll ask on behalf of the CEO just to join in on the frame.
she's stepping in on behalf of the CEO. Asante sana for being here. We're ready for. Don't put it up. Don't you dare.
Asante sana. Thank you so much, sir, for helping us present this award. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for the Employee of the Year.
2022.
2022. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this one is special because let me just read a few of the things that the Employee of the Year will get. Now, ladies and gentlemen, they will get a personal insurance worth 1 million shillings. They will also get 50,000 shillings cash prize, digital voucher worth 15,000 shillings, training worth 75,000 shillings for them and for the organization, one person in the organization, a trip for two to Mombasa, 2 days and 2 nights from Zuguka Afrique, 2.5 kilos of cake from Candy Bakes, a free night at Radisson Blue Hotel. Training was 75,000 shillings from AMI. Discounted rides worth 5,000 shillings. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome our CEO to help us present this award. Let's put our hands together for Mr. Paul Kimani. Tumpige makofi tafadhali.
As it's coming up, Lotan, I think another thing that they're going to be carrying home is a bragging rights of being Employee of the Year in 2022.
Absolutely. And now, ladies and gentlemen, our chief guest tonight was to be Honorable Florence Bore, the Cabinet Secretary in charge of Labor. She was not able to make it tonight, but she sent in her able representative. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome the Senior Deputy Secretary. All right, let's put our hands together for Mr. Keegan Kiprotich as he comes up and says, Tumpige makofi is representing the CS tonight. So he will join us for this one. Now, Kerry, I will leave this for you. Take it away.
That is a lot of pressure. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment we've been waiting for this evening, Employee of the Year 2022.
And ladies and gentlemen, once we announce it, if your colleagues are here, we want to see all of you come on up so that we can celebrate everyone at that organization.
Absolutely. And then after that, we're going to have a party. So, ladies and gentlemen, the employee. Can I breathe just a little? It's emotional. I'm in a transition, so I'm just like, how do they feel? 2022 goes to...
Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, our winner tonight, Edward Kipkalia. Edward, come on up, ladies and gentlemen, come on up.
Everybody here go up.
Hey. Listen, from Emerging Leaders Foundation, Employee of the Year. Naomba tusimame tafadhali. Tusimame tafadhali as we celebrate Edward Kipkalia. Here we go.
If you could come on up right here.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up.
And they stay there. Hey. Hey. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for Edward.
There's so much to give. Let's give him this certificate. And you give him this.
There we go.
We'll present all the gifts one by one because we think it's amazing to celebrate what we do. Thank
Absolutely.
you. You can present this, sir. Thank you very much for being
And
here
ladies
tonight.
and gentlemen, as he's receiving all his awards, remember, Edward is walking away with 1 million shillings worth of personal insurance, health insurance rather, from Marquee Insurance. Is anybody? Is Jack in the building? Our CEO from Maki. Let's put our hands together for Jack. Where are you? Jack, come on up and...
Thank you. That's 15,000 from Gift Pesa. We also have 1 year personal accident cover.
Congratulations.
Market insurance. Please just join us up here.
1 million shillings.
1 million. A meter.
Do we have anybody from Gift Pesa, Tafadhali? Gift Pesa.
We've already
There
given
we
that.
go.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Gift Pesa. Zunguka, Africa. 3 days, 2 nights.
Samson.
Thank you.
All right.
Hey.
Zunguka Africa CEO, Tafadhali. I saw him earlier. There we go.
Okay, Aspira CEO. You can also come on up as we give 50,000 Kenya money. Just
There we
come
go,
on
there
up.
we
Let's
go.
take these pictures with all the CEOs.
Paul should be in all these pictures as well. So I'll ask Paul to be in all these pictures as well. I'll ask Paul and Mr. Keegan to be in these pictures. There we go. Mr. Keegan, you can join in. Tafadhali ingia kwenye picha, tafadhali. There we go. There we go, there we go, there we go. Well done, well done. Good job. All right. All right.
Thank you.
We still have more.
We still have more. Okay, yes, we're doing
Yes.
it.
Wait, excuse me, sir.
Let's do.
Okay, we'll come back. We'll come back. So let them just finish. Yes. All right. So let's get from Zunguka Africa, please, Tafadhali. Yeah. Let's put our hands together for them. Zunguka Africa, Tafadhali. Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Yes.
All right. So now,
Africa Management Institute, please help us to give out this Imagine Leaders Foundation
Somebody
as we
from
take a picture
AMI.
with.
all right. So I'll ask Mr. Keegan to be in that picture as well. Smile, smile, sir. Smile, my good man. There we go. Tuwapigie makofi tafadhali. Let's put our hands together for him. It's a bucket load of gifts, tafadhali. All right. Then I'll ask AMI to give something special, and then we'll get something in for the organization. All right, so I'll ask, ladies and gentlemen, we may have your seats.
As we continue, it's a lot of gifts. Don't get tired. We don't get tired of giving. This is cake. We need to present cake also to him. From Candy Bakes. Love it. Thank you so much, Candy Bakes.
All right, thank you very much to all our partners. You have made tonight possible. And ladies and gentlemen, here we are, Edward Kipkalia, our Employee of the Year. Thank you so much. So I'll ask a group photo with people from his department, from his team, from his organization. Paul, I'll ask you to join in on this particular picture. I can have Jackson as well to join in this particular picture so that we can have perfect representation from also WorkPay.
Our platinum sponsor for
Oh.
tonight.
There we go. This is our employee of the year, rather. So, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations. Well done. Look at the camera. Look at the camera. Smile. There we go. There we go. Absolutely. There we go. There we go. Asanteni sana. Thank you very much. Asanteni sana. Thank you very much. Congratulations to you, Edward. And with that being said, I'd like to welcome our CEO, Paul, to share some few remarks. So can I please have the podium moved, please? So that Paul can share a few remarks as we get into the more formal part of the evening. All right.
Hashtag Employee of the Year Awards 2022. We've been looking at Twitter, and thank you so much. Lotan still has a present for you because he is our Father Christmas, even without the beards. We love you, just as you are.
Absolutely. So let's move it just a little bit more so that we can have it perfectly centered. Now, ladies and gentlemen, for this one, I want us to put our hands together. Let us put our hands together for the CEO WorkPay. Naomba tumpige makofi, Mr. Paul Kimani tafadhali.
Good evening. I think it's just fair before I give remarks to invite on stage the winner for tonight to just give us a few remarks on what he feels today, and also to mighty congregation on you. So please, I would invite you back on stage. Edward, let us clap for him as he comes up.
Pigeni Edward makofi tafadhali, tupigie Mr. Kipkalia, our Employee of the Year. What an honor. Alikuwa na speech jamaa. I think yeye na Paul walikuwa wamepanga hii kitu. Uniite alafu nitoe karatasi.
You know, our president said, "Sipo jipanga, utapangwa." But this evening is an honor to me. I want to thank you so much for this honor. I am honestly grateful for the recognition I've received for my work, because I'm very sure that every other nominee for this award was capable, if not more, of winning this award. Therefore, it is with great humility and profound gratitude that I accept this award with my heart. I will want to begin by saying thank you to God for this award. The journey to being here has been tremendous. It's been blood, sweat, and tears. I will also want to thank my family who are watching now for the great support that they have given me. I will also want to thank my colleagues, some of who are here tonight, for their guidance, for their collaboration, and for their support. Their hard work and dedication has really helped me to excel in my role and contribute to the success of the organization. I had a campaign team, the Edward Kipkalia Secretariat, which was led by amazing women, Lillian, who was championing, supported by Jackie, Grace, Alfred, Victor, and Ellie, who are represented here tonight by our Secretariat's Chief of Staff, Anne Wambua. Thank you for believing in me in all the ways that you did. You volunteered and you believed in the capacity for me to be able to be grateful for the work that I have been doing. I also want to thank all the volunteers who campaigned for me, who voted for me nationally and internationally. I am grateful for the trust and confidence that you bestowed on me. I want to dedicate this award, this one, to the young people of my generation. In my heart, I know you didn't just vote for me. You voted for me because you believe in what the youth of this country can be. In the face of unemployment, you believe there can be dignity. In the face of despair, you believe there can be hope. In the face of society that has told us to settle for less, you believe that as youth, pamoja tunaweza. And this is not only my win, but this is a win for my generation. And that makes me proud as a trailblazer. Tonight, we have been reminded to all the young people out here that while the journey may be hard, may be tough, looking for an employment and getting a place to work, that we need to fight for our space, and that the best is yet to come for us. To all the employers and future employers in the house and those watching, I want to ask you to take a chance on the young people across the country. I stand here today as a testament that when young people are given a chance and supported by opportunities for growth, they will excel. And all it takes for a young person is for one individual to believe in them, and they will be able to succeed. Thank you to the WorkPay team and all the 2022 Employee of the Year Awards, partners and sponsors. Thank you again for this prestigious award. I'll continue to strive for excellence, and I will make all of you proud. Finally, I want to thank my family once again, who have been a very strong support system, and my friends for their unwavering support. Without them, I would not have been here today. And on a closing note, I want to finish by saying that just as there is power in teamwork, there is also power in progress. This is what I call progress power. Thank you very much. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and God bless all of you.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for our Employee of the Year. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Edward. Edward was really ready to win.
I believe so.
I don't know who else had a winner speech.
That long.
I mean, it was something that was prepared with time. He was waiting for this moment. Congratulations again. So, distinguished business leaders, all government officials present, the ETIA 2022 judges, good evening. Welcome to second edition of ETIA 2022. Last year, we hosted our inaugural ETIA event that celebrated and awarded top employees in the year. We had a great conversation around the future of work, and this year, we are also happy to continue with that conversation. We are glad to have come out of a global pandemic, and quickly we are building our businesses. However, there's no denying that the way we work, where we work, and how we work has changed forever. Increasingly, people are realizing that they have choices about where and how they want to work. It's becoming clear that the value of a job extends beyond just compensation. The younger generation in particular seems to understand this as they enter the workforce for the first time. This leads to employees voluntarily leaving their jobs to better opportunities. A recent report by McKinsey indicated that about 40% of employees are likely to leave their present job in the next 3 to 6 months. The number of employees, to succeed at employee retention, employers must consider the shift in values and the changing landscape of workplace culture. We applaud all employers that have gone out of their way to adapt to the new way of work and have shown a willingness to consider that employees really want and start thinking about employees' benefits, incentives, as well as growth opportunities. This is what led us to this year's conversation. How do organizations navigate the great resignations? How do we attract and retain the best talents in our companies? A special thanks to the panelists who were here earlier in the day, who highlighted the need to adapt flexible working conditions and the importance of indicating practical learning and other factors as the key enablers in attracting and retaining talent. Today we celebrate the great work exemption employees are doing within their respective capacities and organizations. We celebrate the employers for also highlighting them through this event at ETIA 2022. At WorkPay, we continue to build innovative ways to support these businesses, to manage these employees better, and also to lower the rate of attrition. We are committed to adapting to meet the changing employees' management needs. I would like to thank all the 300 plus companies nominated their employees to this year's event, and your employees know that you really care for them. Huge congratulations to the 25 finalists. You really stood out and you are winners. Thank you for the great work that you are doing in your, in your organization. We are confident that you will continue with the same spirit as you go back. Congratulations to this year's winner, Edward Kipkalia. We applaud you and we are proud of you. Thank you to our partners who have supported us in this event, and we are really honored to do this with you. Ladies and gentlemen, as I come to an end, it's my humble honor to invite the representative of our CS Labor, Keegan, to come and give remarks on behalf of the CS. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's put our hands together for our CEO, Mr. Paul Kimani. Asante sana. Tupige makofi one more time as we welcome Mr. Keegan Kiprotich, who will be sharing on behalf of Honorable Florence Bore, our Cabinet Secretary in charge of Labor.
Thank you, CEO. Remarks by Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Labor and Social Protection, Honorable Florence Bore, during the Employee of the Year Award 2022 Gala, 9th of December 2022 at Radisson Blue Hotel, Nairobi. Chief Executive Officer, WorkPay Africa Limited, Mr. Paul Kimani, directors of various organizations present, managers representing various organizations, Employee of the Year Award 2022 discussion panelists, led by their moderator, Dr. Shiko Kitau, employees of various organizations present, the 25 winners of this year's award. Ladies and gentlemen, good night. I'm indeed delighted to be with you today as a guest in this very important event that aims at recognizing the employees' efforts in the workplace with a view of motivating them, which will then increase their organizational productivity. The theme of this year's gala being navigating great resignation, retainment, and attracting talent. I take this opportunity to thank WorkPay Africa organization for bringing such an annual event that is now being held for the second time to celebrate employees' role in organizations, which in turn contribute to economic prosperity of the country. Ladies and gentlemen, employees are important assets of every organization. Their skills, their abilities, their knowledge, and their experiences are intangible and invaluable assets in securing organization's future. When a skilled and talented worker leaves an organization or a company, you can't just replace them by bringing anyone like them to hire. Their knowledge and skill set must be equivalent to the employees who left the company. However, every individual has different capabilities and potential that need to be incorporated into the company's processes to adjust and work well with others. Therefore, the abilities and skills of employees determine the success of a company, as they are the backbone of an organization, and if they don't correctly perform their responsibilities, the company or organization will suffer. A research conducted by the CALAB on disengaged employees' cost in an organization that researched $550 billion are lost in productivity every year due to performance and absenteeism. These employees usually don't take responsibility for their poor attitude or behavior at work and organization. Highly engaged employees, on the other hand, can do wonders for the company in terms of productivity and profitability. Companies with highly engaged employees have 17% productivity to 21% more profitability than similar companies with disengaged employees. Ladies and gentlemen, the Ministry of Labor and Social Protection is mandated to ensure there is industrial peace and harmony in the country by ensuring that social dialogue is upheld and in the public and private sector. Through meaningful social dialogue, the rights of workers are protected, which on the other hand will improve the employees' terms and conditions of employment, which in turn empowers employees to work hard and increase their productivity. On the other hand, the ministry is promoting training and mentoring of workers and prospective workers in the country by equipping them with skills to tap into the available job opportunities in the market through the National Industrial Training Authority, NITA. The ministry, also through the Directorate of Occupational Safety and Health, DOSH, is putting more efforts to improve safety of workers at their workplaces by ensuring compliance to safety and work compensation for injuries incurred at the workplace. Ladies and gentlemen, employees' retention is a critical aspect of human resource management and organization. As we are aware, hiring process is not as easy as since it is time and money consuming. Retention of employees ensure that experienced, well-trained workers who have got the institutional memory drive the organization towards achieving its objectives. A high turnover in an organization will destroy the image of the organization and will in turn lose customers in the process, leading to failure. To be able to retain your valued employee resources, the organization should be prepared to develop their employee by imparting them with skills and knowledge of the job, build career progression of the workers, ensure close engagement with workers through effective communication and cultivation of organizational culture and hybrid schedules. That one I don't know. Hybrid schedules, eh? Ladies and gentlemen, the best way to attract talent in an organization is to create a culture and environment that appeals to them. A good and conducive environment for working goes miles to help the organization in attracting top talent in the market, as well as retaining existing workers to continue working and assist the organization in its growth and profitability path. Involving employees in decision making, having in place effective leadership with clear vision, providing the necessary resources to accomplish tasks will improve your employees and will reduce their turnover. Human capital is the driving force for economic growth. The more diverse human resources the more diverse are the ideas that enhance competitiveness in attracting the best talent, increasing innovation and creativity in an organization. For a government to effectively serve all its citizens, its civil servants must be representative of the diversities of the country. Ladies and gentlemen, this celebration, therefore, is one way in which the organizations encourage, motivate, and recognize the dedicated employees in accomplishing their day-to-day work responsibilities. The award will be a challenge to all the employees that they will strive to work harder to achieve the same profitability and productivity. I therefore take this opportunity to congratulate the 25 winners of today's award and encourage them to keep their spirit of economic prosperity for the country. The employer of the winner also will not go unnoticed. Let me repeat that. The employer of the winner will also not go unnoticed for providing the winner with conducive working environment that had positively contributed to his or her productivity. That is why they immediately emerge winners. Ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, I will also like to assure the support of the Ministry of Labor and Social Protection in promotion of decent work for all Kenyans. Thank you for your attention. Happy Christmas, Happy Jamhuri Day, and Happy New Year. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for Mr. Keegan. I'm reading that speech on behalf of the Cabinet Secretary in charge of Labor, Honorable Florence Bore.
Thank you, thank you. Amujambo. Tusalimiani. Hii ni speech ya minister and si yangu, so yangu nitasema kwa Kiswahili mahali naweza. My name is Kipkoech Arap Kigen, as you've heard, Senior Deputy Secretary, Ministry of Labor. I am together with my colleague Peter Mutema. You know, I'm confusing. There's a winner here who was also Mutama. There's also Mutama, isn't it? And then he's Mutema. Eh? So those names are now confusing me, so you'll forgive me. Now, I must admit that ordinarily, I usually sleep at 8:30. Now, and even my wife knows, I will never receive any call past 8:30 because that is not the time my brain is working at the best. I've known that if I don't sleep by 8:30, the following day, I make some simple mistakes. But today, it was because this was a special occasion. I had to come because this afternoon, actually at 3 is when I was told to represent the minister. Otherwise, I was at KICC preparing for innovation exhibition for the ministry. The ministry had been locked out from the exhibition. So I had to go there to negotiate for a stand. Actually 2 stands, actually 3. I wanted a stand for DOSH. I wanted a stand for NHRPD, for those who know the ministry. And I also wanted a stand for myself. We did not book it on time because the departments did not tell us what they have to present as innovations. So they gave us this morning that they have something to present. So that put me in an awkward position, which also made me to include my own innovation, just to save the name of the ministry, because an event of that caliber, without the Ministry of Labor, would not have been very good. Now, on my own, I must thank the winners, and particularly the organizers and the sponsors. You've done a wonderful job. Si mjipatie makofi. Initially, I didn't know what it was all about. Yeah? Because my brain was in tomorrow's presentation that I had to put in PowerPoint. So this afternoon, I was going to put it on PowerPoint so that I present it tomorrow. So I was here. My brain is on PowerPoint. And then now there is this, I'm reading the work pay. Then I say, what is work pay? So I had to disturb the CEO. What is it? I was even suggesting to him, why don't you call it work pays? Now, I was struggling also to follow discussions by the moderator and the panelists here, because my brain was in the PowerPoint. And for those who will be around tomorrow, we are welcome to KICC. The Ministry of Labor has, like you've heard, 3 innovations. Now, I think this is also another innovation. I think you should have engaged me earlier so that I look for you for a stand. I call this is real innovation. Simpatie work pay makofi. Honestly, you see, it takes a lot of foresight and courage for you to identify that at the heart of any organization is the employee. Many a times we call them, like you've said, you've heard the moderators say, human resource, yeah? Or manpower. Si tulianza tukuita manpower. But now we are actually turning around our organizations and looking at the worker as the driver of the organization. Sipatie worker pay makofi yake. I appreciate this move because once you center the worker, you mainstream the worker as the biggest asset of the organization, then you get it right. But if you bring other things on top of the worker will be overwhelmed and the worker will realize they are not appreciated. And some of these workers come to that workplace not because they are poor, but because they have a career to pursue. They want experience. And once they are not appreciated, they move because they are not poor at home. Si kama wakati yetu washe. Wakati yetu si tulienda uko nyumbani hakuna kitu, si ndio? Sasa ikawa lazima usome upate certificate ndio upate kazi. Lakini hawa unapata baba na mama waliwacha ama babu waliwacha manyumba, magorofa. Now, utamwambia nini ati sasa unamlipa 30,000, 50,000, alafu unamkazia? Na yeye anakuja na gari yake kubwa kushinda yako. Anakuja sio kwamba anataka pesa, lakini anataka experience. Ako na ideas anataka kuleta within the organization. So once you look them out, particularly on terms of ideas, once ideas are not flowing within the organization, you are dead. So the biggest assignment for any CEO, which I was, when we were discussing World Cup again with the CEO, Mr. Kimani, we were debating between the coach of a football team and a goalkeeper, who is the most important. I had to defend I said it is the goalkeeper who is the team. Without the goalkeeper, there is no team. He told me, no, it is the coach. Now, this time, it is the worker. So it means he has debated enough, and we agree na yeye. Hiyo atupingani na yeye. That the worker is the center of any organization. And I'm happy that, and in fact, I'm going to escalate this matter even to the Ministry of Labor. Because Ministry of Labor, umeona hii speech inaongeza social dialogue, tripartite. But ukiangalia vision ya Ministry of Labor, haiongei sana juu ya the worker, the employee. So it means hata sisi tumekosea. We need to bring the employee at the center of the vision of Ministry of Labor. I'm happy that this is the second year only. And you're doing wonders. How about the 5th year? And the 10th year? Si mambo hii inaenda mzuri sana. Si mujipatie makofi basi. Otherwise, as I wind up, I know you are tired. In my stand tomorrow, so you heard about my stand and the PowerPoint. I might not convert Sai. What I have into PowerPoint, but I'll see how to present it. But it has some of the answers that you are discussing. You talked about the millennial generation and what? And the
Gen Z?
Yes.
Baby boomers? Baby shark?
Those are my children, all of them. You call them different names, eh? But they are all our children, you know? As we call them the millennial. Wacha maneno mingi. Now, they are actually having problems because they have a lot of knowledge available to them. And they are struggling for someone to actually process that knowledge and give them in a simplified way. The education system we have has a problem. So when it gives learners a lot of workload, and without summarizing that knowledge. So I'm one of those who are saying, no, wait a minute. This education system, can we summarize? In fact, I believe personally that any knowledge that is not formula driven is not knowledge, is guesswork, is fiction. So what we need to do for the millennials is not that they go through the same education system ile sisi tulienda through. We need the teachers to summarize that knowledge. Summarize. And if you come to my stand tomorrow at KICC, stand number 47, I'll take you through. Asanteni.
Congratulations. Thank you so much. Kongoi Misin, thank you so much for that. Napo, kwa hiyo stand. He got the stand. Everyone clap for him. And then he's here after work. This is the employee of the year. Really, really, for being here. Thank you, sir. We appreciate you for representing the ministry. We're coming to a beautiful end of this lovely night, the Employee of the Year Awards 2022. Thank you for staying out up to this moment.
Absolutely. And ladies and gentlemen, now, all courtesy of Little Cab, some of you, or rather all of us, are going to get discounts of up to 250 shillings so that as we get ready to enjoy ourselves later on tonight, there's no need to drink and drive. You can get home as safe as you'd want. So make sure you get yourself the Little Cab app so that you will be able to get home safe. Now,
someone said, when you said drink and drive, they said smoke weed and fly. Surely.
Yeah, that's a story for another day. But yeah. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I like us. First of all, thank you so much, Mr. Keegan, for representing Honorable CS. Pass our regards to her. Mwambie tumemsalimia tena sana. Tumpigie makofi tafadhali. Don't we all love when government officials start speaking Swahili? It is always a proper show. Thank you very much for that. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like us to conclude tonight. And I'd like to welcome the head of marketing at WorkPay. Let's put our hands together for Daisy. She helped put all this together. Tumpigie Daisy makofi tafadhali. Daisy is going to be giving us a vote of thanks. And then all our award winners, don't go too far. We'll be asking you to take a special group photo together with our CEO, a representative of Honorable CS, and obviously the team from WorkPay. Daisy, take it away.
Okay. The government representative of the Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Labor and Social Protection, WorkPay CEO, COO, and the senior management team, distinguished business leaders, the 22 ETIA judges and panel members, to all the teams involved in putting this mega event together, especially the marketing department. It required tremendous effort, time, and organizing skills. Further, I would like to thank our CEO, COO, and the WorkPay team who initiated the Employee of the Year Awards program to reward all employees across different organizations doing great work. I would like to express my heartfelt appreciation to our esteemed partners on behalf of the organization WorkPay. Gold sponsor, AMI, bronze sponsor, Boya, and PKF. Our supporting partners, Radisson Blue, Market Force, Little Cab, Aspira, Gift Pesa, Fuzu, Candy Bakes, Zuri Digital Solutions, Royal Media Services, Fusion Capital, Gap Recruitment, Maki Insurance, and Zunguka Africa. Thanks to our judges and quality assurance partners, PKF, for making the nomination journey smooth, transparent, and effective. A wide round of applause and thanks to all the nominees who made the event a memorable one. Finally, I would like to thank all of you, our clients, our potential clients, and suppliers for making the time to be with us today and helping us make this event a grand success. It's Friday, people. I know everyone is tired. The party has not stopped. It's just getting started. Feel free to take many pictures. Oh, there's 360, what is it called? There's 360 what? Camera, yes. So please go and dance there. Feel free to take many pictures, network, drink at the bar, listen to good music. DJ, please don't close. And enjoy your evening as we celebrate the top 25. Lotus, let's have pictures of all the top 25 nominees.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Come on up, come on up, come on up with your trophies and your certificates. Come on up, come on up, come on up. Everybody come on up. Thank you so much, Daisy. Great job you have done.
Absolutely.
to
So
put this
ladies and
together.
gentlemen, all our top 25 would like to ask you to come up on stage. I'll also ask our CEO, Mr. Paul Kimani, to join us as well for this one.
And we'd like to move the podium.
Mr. Jackson as well, you can join us for this particular one. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll also ask our representative of Honorable CS, Mr. Keegan Kiprotich, to join us as well for this one. All our top 25, including our employee of
Come
the
on
year.
up, come on
Please, let's
up.
come on up. Ningeweza kuomba, oh yeah, they're here, so we can move the podium so that, please, just come on up, let's go. DJ, give me something in the background as we get ready for our photos. Now, ladies and gentlemen.
Congratulations, congratulations.
So just before we get to that one, so let me just have the photo first. Just give me something else. Tupande stage tafadhali. All our top 25, come with your trophy, your certificate. Please, tafadhali, join us in the middle. All of them. Get your trophy in.
Congratulations.
Watu wangu wa Pyros unaweza nifinyia sasa. Ladies and gentlemen, the Employee of the Year. The winner. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I love this song, by the way. Please, Jambi Mushiri from Premier Reality Limited. CEO, see us this way. So we can step to the middle, tafadhali. Wapi makofi tafadhali. Here we go, Jambi. Yes. Oh my goodness. Congratulations, you receive your token of appreciation from the CEO and from the CS. Let's celebrate. Wapi makofi tafadhali, wapi makofi. Our Employee of the Year.
Congratulations, Jambi.
All right. There's a special gift that it comes with. Allow me to read this one. She gets 3 days and 2 nights in Mombasa for vacation, courtesy of Zunguka Africa, ladies and gentlemen. Just like that, ladies and gentlemen, she's going to the coast.
This is what we're talking about: mental wellness, emotional wellness.
Tuwapigie makofi tafadhali.
Congratulations, Jambi. Awesome.
The greatest asset in every company is their workforce, the people.
Before, many firms would award investors. They would look for the biggest man with the biggest money and award. But those monies and machinery cannot work without the human resource. And the most important, the engine of our economy is our people, the human resource.
It is them who believe in the company's mission and understand how to achieve it. The output is what companies and organizations pride themselves in. However, every year we only see organizations being celebrated and recognized as employers of choice.
Quoting Richard Branson, who says that clients do not come first, employees come first. If you take care of them, they'll take care of your businesses.
It is for this reason that WorkPay introduced the first ever Employee of the Year award, ETIA, in 2021. ETIA recognizes and celebrates employees doing great and exceptional work in their respective workplaces and allows employers to appreciate them. The second edition of ETIA is even bigger and better.